Hello everyone, I'm Rafael Alvarez and this is Alvarez Metalworks. So today what we're doing is a shop update, and for those of you that follow my channel, you'll know that I do these videos every time I've been fucking slacking off for a long time. And today is no different. So, we're going to talk about some excuses. We're going to talk about a quick overview or quick glance at some products that I'm going to review in some later videos. And we're going to talk about a major change to be looking forward to in my shop environment, as well as an update to what it is I'm planning on doing with that and that. Okay, quickly we'll go through the products that I'm going to be doing a review on in future videos. Number one is this Milwaukee bit set for the impact, as well as the new model of Milwaukee impact and drill. I've done one on the older model, which I use at work daily, and I bought a new set, the new model, for my shop. And this is something I use at work and bought them for home. So we will be reviewing those and telling you guys what I think about all of it. Gonna also be doing a quick review on this new temperature gun I got. Got this from work, something that they actually sell at work for our customers. You know, it's laser temp gun with an actual light on it, flashlight. The flashlight's focusable, so you can wider spread, narrower spot type light. Cool thing. We'll talk about that in another video. We got this thing, digital angle finder, CMT, Orange Tools. Don't know nothing about the manufacturer. Purchased off Amazon. Bought it so when I'm bending tubing on my JD Squared Model 32 bender, that it will help me be a little bit more accurate with my bends. It'll also help me with pinion angles, drive shaft angles, as well as caster angles, stuff like that, for Project Pathfinder and anything else. We're also, I'm over here, going to be talking about this. You guys have probably seen this before. This is a welding helmet by Optro. There's another very popular, much more popular YouTuber than myself that uses these helmets. I believe he acquired them through sponsorship, but I don't know, don't care. Not my problem. My wife bought me this for my Christmas/birthday present. Something I've been looking at before he did his videos, and something after his videos I was pretty confident I wanted. So we'll be doing a review on this. Not sponsored by them, not sponsored by anybody with any of these things I'm showing you. 100% either my money or my wife's money paid for this. We'll also be talking about this, and I'm very excited about this. This is the CK Worldwide number 26 flex head TIG torch with the super flexible hose cable that I got from my Everlast Power TIG 210 EXT welder. Something I've wanted for a very, very long time. I've wanted it since I bought the welder. Just cheaped out and haven't really bought it until now. So we'll be doing a review video and installation video on that shortly. And we got this. Yeah! This is made by Oneida Air Systems. It is called the Dust Deputy, or Dust Deputy. This is something that we use at work. I was never aware of this until we got them at work. I work at a marina. We're sanding on fiberglass, gel coats, paint, sawdust, whatever, all the time. It's a cyclone dust separator, collection separator, whatever you want to call it. It goes between your vacuum and whatever it is you're vacuuming up. And it keeps, I would say 99.99% of the crap you're vacuuming in the bucket. not in your vacuum. Keeps your vacuum filter clear, keeps your vacuum clean, saves on bags because you don't need them. Super, super, super good product to have. I bought it for my Harbor Freight blast cabinet that has the Tacoma Company upgrade kit in it, because if you do not have a cyclone separator of some sort on a blast cabinet, you're going to go through vacuum bags very, very quickly, and you're also going to clog up the filter in your vacuum very, very quickly if you don't use bags. If you have a dust deputy or cyclone separator of some sort, it should remedy that problem. The dust deputy definitely will. Again, not sponsored. I just know this because I've used this thing extensively at work. It's overpriced, way overpriced, but it's the cheapest one on the market that works very, very well. So we'll be talking about that in another video. We'll also be talking about this, which is my new camera. It's a Panasonic Lumix G7. I bought it because I was recording videos with this, which is my Samsung Galaxy S6. Has a microphone here, microphone here. One of those microphones died, and I think it's this one, shortly after I bought it. I just wasn't aware of it. The problem with that is a number of my videos only have audio coming out of either the left or right channel. I was made aware of this by one of you guys that said he couldn't hear any audio. And then I heard another person complaining about it, and then another person. So I looked into it because I thought they were just not having their stuff set up right. And ultimately what it boiled down to is, hold on. Okay. Ultimately what it boiled down to was they had their audio coming out of one channel on their computer, and it was the wrong channel for what my camera recorded. So that was my wife, by the way, telling me go pick up the kid. So I gotta speed this up. And anyways, I bought this camera. It's awesome. Got an external microphone. It's awesome. It's a 4K camera. The external microphone is actually not awesome, but it's good and it's super cheap, so that makes it awesome. So we'll be talking about that in a future video. And as far as the shop updates, the big stuff is we're probably going to be moving. If you follow my channel, you know that I lease my house. I'm here in Syracuse, New York. My shop is part of my house, detached, but it's still part of the property. About a little over 1,200 square feet, 1,300 square feet roughly is the shop. It's time to go. Owner's actively trying to sell the place. I don't like being backed into a corner. I don't like the idea of people being able to come see inside of my house anytime they want to see it because he's selling it. I just hate the whole entire situation. Don't want to buy the property from him for a number of different reasons, but the big one is that he wants way too much money for it. Second big one is that it is in a town called DeWitt here in the Syracuse area that is extremely difficult to deal with. And why that is an issue is because there's boundary and zoning issues as well as building issues that need to be addressed with the home and the shop. And I don't want to pay too much money for a building and a shop and a home that may turn into a nightmare for me to address all the issues that it has. So we're not going to buy it. We're going to look for a new place to live. Timing kind of was right. I came up on some money. My brother owed me a whole bunch of money and he came through and paid it to me. So I have the money for a deposit for purchasing a new home. We're going to try to secure financing tomorrow or the day after. We'll see what happens there, but we're going to have our eyes set on this one particular house. That's at the top of our list. If something else comes up between now and then, we'll take a look at it. But this one particular house has actually a 2-car garage under the house. It's kind of a split level home. And then it has an external garage that looks kind of like a barn style roof. Brand new though. The shop is much smaller than this shop, but in combination between that shop and the garage that's on the house, it should be enough room for me. The barn style shop outside has a second story, which is good and bad. It's bad because I would like taller ceilings, but it's good because I can always cut the floor out of the second story right where I want to put a lift. So, and it's thoroughly insulated and has heat in there, which this shop clearly does not. So, lastly is the excuses. Firstly, let me tell you guys, thank you very much for always supporting my channel and, you know, my YouTube partnership as well as my Amazon affiliate stuff is finally really starting to pay off. It's making a significant impact in my financial life. I'm not rich. It's not a ton of money, but it's enough to make an impact. And I really, truly appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys clicking on the Amazon links and purchasing whatever the hell it is that you're purchasing. It is helping, and it makes this all stuff worthwhile, and it makes me understand how important it is for me to keep doing these videos, even when emotionally or psychologically just not wanting to do it. That comes to the excuses. 2016 was an interesting year. I had a lot of rough points and a lot of really good points for me. Lost a couple family members, had some issues here at home that are resolved. Had a lot of events and obligations that I had to deal with over the summer. You know, and then just the daily grind at my work and then coming home and being exhausted. I lost my grandfather in the early part of summer, which derailed me emotionally quite a bit. It wasn't something unexpected at all, but anytime things like that come up in my family, it brings up some unresolved issues that I'm not going to get into, but they can very easily derail me off, you know, derail my life emotionally. So that's always an issue when it comes to things family related on my mother's side. So it's in the past. We're trying to get past all that. Just another one of those excuses. Later in the summer, we had a family event down in Pennsylvania. A cousin of mine lives in New York, got married about a year ago, and it was their 1-year anniversary. A few family members from the West Coast on my mother's side came into town, and we met up with his wife's family, and it was a really good time. Had a blast, seen some family I hadn't seen forever. A couple of the people that came was my uncle and my cousin. My uncle is somebody that I lived with for a number of years after my mom passed away when I was 13. For those years, he played the father role in my life. I do have a father. My father is in the picture now, but he really wasn't in the picture then. My mom raised me and my brother pretty much by herself. So when she passed away, he wasn't around, and it is what it is. Normal, everyday thing. However, the cousin that came with him, he's my younger cousin, much younger cousin. He's only 11. And they came, after the wedding stuff, they came up here to Syracuse, went to the Thousand Islands, took him on a boat ride, went to look at the castle up there, the boat castle, showed him the area, seen some waterfalls, just spent time with them, had a good time. My daughters had a good time playing with my cousin, and then they went home, and that's when everything went to shit. Right before Christmas, he was struck by a car, my little cousin, and he passed away. And it's still very fresh, and have a lot of concerns and worries as a caring family member. You know, my uncle, no parent should ever literally watch their children die. That's, as you may know, that's got to be that's the worst thing that I can even imagine. So, just, it's fresh and something that derailed me emotionally quite a bit at the end of the, beginning of fall. And then, that's my birthday, December 14th, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just those types of things just kept me away from doing what I'm doing. We're going to get back on track. We're going to get some videos out because I'm planning on moving. These two things back here are going to be kicked into high gear. This one's got to be ready to be put outside. The garage door is not big enough to get this in there, so until that's addressed, it won't be able to be in the shop, which means the exterior of it needs to be done before I move. This needs to be at least drivable. That means the front axle needs to be underneath it, the steering needs to be hooked up, suspension, like the spring shocks and everything up front need to be done. Rear suspension could be fine, it could be sitting all stupid, doesn't matter as long as I could drive it out of the shop, drive it up on a trailer, drive it off the trailer, and drive it into the new shop, we're good. Then all of this has to be wrapped up and ready to go, assuming everything goes as planned with trying to buy a new house. So, with that being said, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for enduring the 16 minutes of video that this is. Remember to subscribe, comment, like, and check out RoarkSupply.com. Use coupon code METAL to get 10% off anything that they sell. Let them know that I sent you to them. That's something that I've been slacking off on quite a bit. I'll deal with that situation later. That's just my relationship with Roark Supply, but I still support them. They still have a good product. I just been kind of, like I said, detached from everything. So we're going to get back into production mode. We're going to get to work. So thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.